Do you remember back when Hollywood was the most clouded place imaginable? Even before I knew it existed, almost all the major motion pictures of that year were coming out of Hollywood, and the only stuff that wasn't was like anime and stuff. Of course, YouTube existed at this time, but the biggest YouTuber movie of that time was the Fred movie, which obviously couldn't compete with any of these other movies that released around the same time, because Hollywood was still making good movies at this point. But when did that stop? Well, most people would have you believe that it was in 2020. After all, most of the most forgettable movies were released that year. And 2021 wasn't much better. And in 2023, we got this cool new black outline, so thanks to you, Wiki. And as you can see, nearly all of these are absolute classics that everyone and their dog remembers. Maybe I was wrong, but let's just go to flops real quick. And oh my god, so I crunched the numbers, and apparently 20% of all the flops in history occurred in the 2020s. So that was a bit of a shock. But somehow, despite how many flops there's been in the 2020s, it's taken until 2026, this year, for YouTubers to actually start officially making movies outside of just posting them on YouTube itself. But why have Hollywood movies been getting worse? Well, for one thing, when you make a movie in Hollywood, you need to first make the movie, hire the actors, and finish the movie. But then on top of that, you also need to hire people to make ads for the movie and show them on TV and YouTube and stuff. Whereas with YouTube, you can just make the movie because everyone knows you. That's just free advertisement right there. Another thing is that most movies used to be based off of books, but nowadays most books look like this, so there's not really that much creative potential to turn this into a movie or series. However, there are many other places that have enough story and creativity to do something like that. AKA video games and random urban legends. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking about the Backrooms and Iron Long. Now, quite frankly, more classic directors like Steven Spielberg would have made it impossible for people like him to make movies like this. Because first, he'd somehow need to know what 4chan is and how to find the upload, and then somehow be intrigued enough to make a whole movie about it, and be Kane Pixels to it. Number 3, what little young producers and filmmakers that do exist, that don't go on YouTube, have actually been through college and invested in university. But if they can't make their money back, then that just means that they're in debt. Then there's the workers' strikes and all this other stuff. Whereas with making a film privately, I guess that would just be a bit more simple, you know? And another thing that comes with such young directors is that they know what their audience wants, and they know how to relate and efficiently catch the attention of whatever younger audiences that they don't have yet. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope I'll see you again in the next video. Goodbye.